centuries of propaganda in 60-second clips. For generations, Western media and power structure spent billions in painting Africa as savage, dangerous, poor, working tirelessly to divide Africans on the continent and our family in the diaspora. Many Black Americans believed they would be hated here, that they would never belong. Then a young Black streamer from America lands in South Africa, Angola, Kenya, Rwanda, and what happens? Love. Country to country, city to city, overwhelming love. Artists hand him portraits, kids chant his name, elders bless him, street vendors feed him real food. Every city, every border, welcome home. Now, some will say, well, he's famous, of course he gets love. But fame didn't protect him everywhere. In parts of Europe or Asia, where he is just as known, he was met with racial slurs, monkey noises, people literally throwing bananas. On this continent, he's valued, respected, protected, and celebrated. Here's why this matters more than you think. Speed's audience.
Y'all probably like, who is that? I don't know who she is. Look, man, I'm at my drop spot. Look, you know what I'm saying? Early bird gets to work. I'm here early in the morning, you know what I'm saying, before the business opens up. So I get here, I want to unstrap my load and be ready to, offload and go. So as I'm sitting there, I'm listening to the Bible actually. And somebody taps on the window and she asked me for a cigarette, which I gave her one, you know what I'm saying? And then she's talking about, oh, it's mucho frio. I said, okay, come on in. You know what I'm saying? I got the heat on. And, I got my little puppy in there. I gave her the puppy. Puppy was on her lap, and I said, go ahead and warm up. You know what I'm saying? That's how significantly my life has changed. You know what I'm saying? You're talking to a dude that's been getting locked up all his life, man. You know what I'm saying? From 14. I haven't had a year out since I was 13, 14. Before I'm 14, I'm locked up. Before I'm 15, I'm locked up. Before I'm 16, all the way to my 40s, man. I just got out. I've been out for almost 3 years, man. 2.5 years. And, man, that's how much my life has changed, man. I'm not doing nothing wrong. You feel me? If the police come up and try to say, I'm trying to get my dick sucked or something, I'm going to tell them, look, officer, letting me to get warm. And I'm accommodating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm not worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not breaking the law no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Had it been back in the day, you know what I'm saying? It was simple with me. You know what I'm saying? I told her, if it was raining, walk between the drops, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the cold. Bitch, it do well to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And bitch probably got pimp slapped getting up in a trick's car trying to keep warm. Bitch, you better be trying to get my money, but that's not me no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just proud of myself, man. I'm proud of myself, man. And I thank God, man, for blessing me and changing my heart and changing my mind to see that everything I was doing was wrong, but I could have been doing it the right way the whole time. This better not steal, man. Y'all probably like, who is that? I don't know who she is. Look, man, I'm at my drop spot. Look, you know what I'm saying? Early bird gets to work. I'm here early in the morning, you know what I'm saying, before the business opens up. So I get here, I want to unstrap my load, be ready to, offload and go. So as I'm sitting there, I'm listening to the Bible actually. And somebody taps on the window. And she asked me for a cigarette, which I gave her one, you know what I'm saying? And then she's talking about, oh, it's mucho frio. I said, okay, come on in. You know what I'm saying? I got the heat on. And, I got a little puppy in there. I gave her
the Ghost Mac is an absolute game changer for my products. No cap.
Everyone.
Yo, good morning, guys. Hello, my bad. I was listening to this guy's testimony just now. That was crazy. I'm sorry. The story was the story was going there. Yeah. What are we doing today? We are going to she just got back from church. Nah, that was some dude telling a real story just now, bro. Like, where'd he go? Dang, did I scroll by it? It's gone. I lost it. Yeah, there's some truck driver just telling the story just now. We gotta. It's just this section of the fabric here to get done. Then we're gonna clean our palette and hop right into some skin tones. Yeah, bro. And that shit's still coming down. And the thing is, nah, they said this is 24 hours. They said it's gonna be like this all day long. You see the squirrel trying to make it through. Squirrel, you better get your shit. He got something in his mouth. You better get that shit and get back to the crib right now, Mr. Squirrel, because you ain't got a lot of time, broski. This shit about to get crazy, bro. Nah, son. Yeah, 24 hours of this shit. Everybody better buckle up. But as my girlfriend slowly got to know me, right? And just like she's here all the time. And she's like, I don't know. I don't. It doesn't seem weird to me because it's just how I grew up. So we always had a deep freezer in the house. That's like, it just seems normal to have a deep freezer because you can't fit everything. Well, now they have refrigerators with huge freezers on it. And when I was growing up, you couldn't fit everything in your little freezer on your refrigerator. So you would have a chest freezer or a box freezer or a deep freezer, whatever you want to call it, to keep more meats and shit stored in. So I always have a deep freezer and I always have like a pantry. I don't know why that seems odd to have a pantry with like preserves and canned goods and dry goods like on hand. I always keep a like extra water on hand. And so my girlfriend's like, you got enough food for like a fucking month in this house. I'm like, yeah. Probably longer than that if it's just me. If it's just me, like I just try to keep shit in the house. So I wasn't even really thinking about like panic shopping because I can imagine like yesterday how grocery stores would have been and like, you know, the markets and everything would have been yesterday with people trying to stock up on supplies. I did not even think or consider even worry about going to the fucking store. I don't have to. I got tons of water. I got like 5 cases of water in my kitchen, 2 cases of water in the basement, and then I got a case of water in my bedroom, and I got a case of water in the hallway right here, just because I like having water on every floor, so I don't have to go looking for water. I don't know. So this storm or whatever they're talking about, the storm of the century. That's fine. Oh, whatever. I'll be good. I'm gonna let you know now. I don't have to leave the house. I don't. I got snacks. I got juice. I got whatever I want to cook or eat. I got tissue to last me for the rest of the fucking year. But that's just because people, like, I don't know why people don't do that. And it's like, well, COVID and this and COVID that. No, it's not even for some one-off major weird ass event. It's for bad weather too. Because sometimes the weather gets bad and you might can't leave your house for a day or two. And then what? We ran out of water. Y'all ran out of water in a day? And one day you ran out of water. What the fuck were you doing? You know, we live in a flood zone. Sometimes things get flooded. You know, what if, once again, if some weather event happens and you can't go to the grocery store for a day or two or three? And then what are you going to do? This nigga said, I'm still drinking. The Red Baron pizzas. She said, I got soups, beer, and pasta. I know that's right. A ton of dry goods. I got tons of canned soups and beans and canned meat and fish. Then I got fucking 20-pound bags of rice, pastas, dried beans. You just never know. You just never know. Once again, they've been predicting this thing all last week, and some people like, oh, it might not be that bad. It might not be. Yeah, and then like I say, the day or two right before this shit hits, everybody wants to scramble and fucking cause a whole jam up in goddamn Walmart. Why y'all wait till the last minute to do anything like this? It's so fucking, I don't know. It don't make sense to me not to have shit on hand or on standby. When I'm from South Carolina, so I'm not that close to the coastline, but you know, hurricanes still affect us pretty good. So you know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for hurricane season. Make sure you got batteries and fucking candles and food stuff and water on hand just in case the power goes out or the water goes out or whatever. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And so just for a single person, just for me, it don't take a lot for me to stay ready. I said, as long as my pantry got some dry foods and stuff and some shit in the freezer, and I got some toiletries, I'm good to go. I don't like leaving the fucking house anyway. I am good to go. Y'all already got 10? Bro, we got 2 already, at least 2 or 3. I think I may shovel throughout the day to keep my walkway clear, but I don't want to have to do all that shit at one fucking time or pay somebody else to do that shit. So after I stream, I'll probably go out there and shovel. And then shovel again this evening. Because tomorrow morning, whoever didn't shovel, that shit just gonna be goofy. Bro, that's the one thing I wish I had, dude, is a fucking garage, bro. Damn, I wish I had a garage. So bad, bro. Cleaning off the car is the fucking dumb shit. I swear it is. Okay, so I want to do more time lapse stuff. I'm a hermit, anyways. Fuck. So, like I say, the first video we made, we didn't show any progression of the fabric. So this time, I really wanted to get the entire progression of this second and final. I'm hoping final detail layer for the fabric. It's not a lot to this fabric. It's just white cloth. Immediately, I don't like this for some reason, and I should have been past that. I don't know why. Yeah, this area in between these gummies right here, and I don't like none of that. I'm gonna have to come back and do that again. That's weird, but most everything else should be done. So I want to at least time lapse the rest of the fabric so we can make our second like more presentable video. I don't even know how to describe this shit. Like it's just like more standard YouTube video. Bro, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Art Raiders own my life right now, nigga. Art Raiders own my life right now, bro. I be trying to get off that game, and I can't, man. I really, really, really do be trying, bro. No, that game is so addictive, dude. Say never let them see you sweat. No, that Art Raiders shit, bro. Fuck. I did some chores and ran an errand yesterday. Bruh. Bro, I did like 6 hours on the game yesterday. I ain't even embarrassed to say it either. Fuck. That's what everything I love, bro. I was on Raiders for like 6 hours yesterday, bro. Straight. No breaks. Straight with no breaks. A grown man. A grown man playing video games like a child on sick day. Whoa, you got Raiders, bro? Hey man, we all need to get up on there. Me and Puff be going in, man. Uh-oh. Yeah, me and P, we get it in on there. Bro, I got all my workstations level 3. That's exactly why I keep my light bill paid, my internet bill paid, so I can do that shit. And that, you know what? Them bills cost hundreds of dollars. I'm about to utilize my services that I pay for. I'm about to utilize the services I pay for because the internet ain't cheap. Ugh. Woo, boy, I'm about to use this internet. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. Pay all these bills and I don't got time to use none of the shit I pay for. You crazy? Why you be home all the time? Cause my rent high, nigga. You know how much I pay to live here? I'd rather be here and enjoy my rent money. Fuck you mean while I'm home all the time? You must not got no bills. You know how expensive shit is? I gotta enjoy everything I pay for. All of it. All right. This portion here, like I said, I may want to touch up over here. Hopefully, we can just run through this real quick, like in an hour or so, maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and start this, not slow motion. I need time lapse. There we go. All right, time lapse is started. Let's see if we can get this little section knocked out. And like I said, after this, we'll be ready to clean the palette and get ready for skin tones again. Actually, gonna get a little medium on my brush. Did I pick up in? Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see if I can get that a little more stable. Everybody looking at the fucking He-Man preview talking mad shit about that movie before that even came out. Because they made Idris Elba the one character, and I remember He-Man. Ain't no black people who's on that show. But I'm always torn between that shit because one, it's a fictional character. This motherfucker is not a real historical person. It's a cartoon, man. Come on, make believe. So who gives a fuck really what race a fictional character is? But then at the same time, like somebody created He-Man. I don't know who is the original creator of He-Man, but when they created the cartoon character in the world that he exists in and all his comrades and companions, the original creator created that fucker as a white man. Why are you trying to change the original idea of the person who actually came up with the character He-Man? Keep that shit original and true to whoever created that shit, man. You don't gotta change it to make it more popular for certain audiences. Fuck that. They're like, they got Idris Elba in there. Man, Idris Elba gonna find a way to play a white character regardless, because he been wanting to be James Bond forever. Once again, a fictional character, but James Bond is historically some white British dude. So I don't know why you want to change the shit so fucking bad all the time. When they redid Ghostbusters and made like a female Ghostbusters, I'm like, why would you even do that? Like, I don't know. Hollyweird, whatever, man. But then I keep saying that the movie Sinners, the last movie I actually paid to. No, that's not true. That's not true. Because I just went to go see Avatar in the theaters. I didn't pay for that though. I was treated on a date. So the last movie I did pay to see myself and took myself out to go see was Sinners because Boozy and everybody else. You gotta see that movie, man. You gotta watch that movie, man. Yeah, all right, bro. Check this damn movie out. And Sinners, to me, like I said, man, the whole time, bro, I kept saying it's a pretty good movie. Would I watch it again? You know, I don't know. I would probably watch it again with somebody else who hasn't seen it. Would I purchase a hard copy and keep it in my collection? I don't know. Probably not. But they say this movie done broke the goddamn record for nominations for what is it, Oscars or Academy Award, whatever the film award is. There's so many different dozens of film awards, but one film award that's apparently really prestigious. Ryan Coogler and the cast broke the record for having the most nominations for different parts of their movie, from costume design to music to director to supporting actors and every other category you can imagine. They got a nomination for that shit. 16 or 17 nominations for one movie. You know, best set design, best original story. I don't fucking know what categories. But but one thing also that the industry and most people kind of know subconsciously is that taking a chance on a new IP that doesn't have any connections to any other movies, that's not a sequel, and that is directed by a black guy and has a majority black cast, like that's taking a big chance in the box office to recoup whatever amount of money you put into it. Y'all want to make a new movie that's not a sequel, and you build this comes from its own new universe, and what? It's all black people or mostly black people? Yeah, we don't know about that. But, you know, they took a chance on it and the shit was a fucking hit. And now they can definitely parlay that IP into a series and have, you know, some sequels or spin-offs or um, whatever they want to do with that material now. And then they said something, I forgot who said it. I think Matthew McConaughey or somebody was saying that how Ryan Coogler set up the payout for this movie is he will always own a certain amount of rights to every portion of this movie. So in 30 years, if it's remade or redone or whatever, like he's gonna always get paid from this movie. No matter what they do with it in the future. Like, so he structured his deal really, really well in a way that nobody else has really been able to do before. Amizu, good morning. What you say? Yeah, Sinners. It's been out for a while now, but it was good. It was, like I said, it was a good movie, a good like first time ride. Once again, I don't know. Even now that I think about it, it seems like I like all of Ryan Coogler's stuff, but not enough to own it. Like the Black Panther stuff was pretty good, and I watched that because they just hyped it up so much. So before Black Panther, I did watch the original Spider-Man movie because I'm a comic book kid too. So yeah, I love that kind of stuff. So I watched the first set of all of the Marvel movies actually. So I seen Blade, of course, and then I watched the first Spider-Man. Was really good. The first Incredible Hulk was really fucking good. The first two Iron Man movies, I watched both of those. Those were fucking badass. And then that was about it for me. And then it just kept going and going and going. And I'm like, wow, they're making fucking movies for every fucking Marvel character now. Thor was never one of my favorites. I never watched any of the standalone Thor movies or the Ant Man movies. I watched the first Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a fun ride. That was funny. Um, but yeah, and then so they started doing the Black Panther series. I'm like, oh, let me check these out. And even though the Black Panther stuff was good, it's not like I have to put that in, have to get a copy of that and keep in my collection. Nah, that shit wasn't that good. um, I never saw the Creed movies. Everybody said the Creed movies are excellent, but I'm not a sports fan, as I have so vividly said before. So I don't like sports movies. You know, I've tried. Trust me, I've tried. So I've seen like any given Sunday and remember the Titans, and it's, you know what? Yeah, I don't care about movies like that. Rudy, all that shit like that. I'm good on that shit, man. Like whatever. And so like you go to see Creed, like boxing movies. I'm good, man. I'm all right. I don't think I need to see Creed. But, so yeah, I'm a fan of his work, but not like a super fan of his work. So, but I'm still happy, like for what Sinners is. Once again, I can't take away from anybody. You know, for what they did to come up with something new, a new story. It's not a new story. It's a vampire story, so it's not new. You know, but to put a different spin on that horror genre, you know, the Southern vampires, blah blah blah, and so that's cool. I like it that they, you know, took their own spin on it. Once again, made their own universe within that genre with these characters that now the Smokestack twins. They are like some very memorable characters and really cool in a way that, and I like how they did it also where one of the oh, this is spoilers for whoever haven't seen the movie. Major spoilers. Super major spoilers. Super major spoilers coming up right now. Now you gotta mute me if you don't want to hear this, but um yeah, how they set the story up where it's twins and you have the one actor playing both twins. That's kind of tough to keep up for a long time. But you know, in the first movie, one of the twins dies, and the other twin becomes immortal. And so now you can set it up for, distant future stories of the one immortal, where it can be 90 years in the future or 100 years in the future because he's immortal now. And then you can always have flashbacks of his childhood or his early adulthood with him and his twin brother. So you wouldn't always have to rely heavily on having both twins on screen for the majority of whatever scenes. And you can just continue on with the story of the one brother who became immortal and tell that story, or tell stories surrounding the one immortal. But they set it up in a way they can do a lot with the story and with the characters. So it was an impressive piece of film. I like Michael B. Jordan as an actor. I remember the first thing I saw him in was a sci-fi movie called Chronicle or Chronicles with an S. It might not have an S on it. Chronicle, where him and some high school kids find some alien shit that gives them superpowers, and one of the kids who was always the wimpy nerdy kid, like the new super abilities, made him evil. And that's after being beat up and picked on your entire life, and now you're the fucking Superman. That would cause some people's psyches to do some weird shit. You might not just want to have fun and help people with your powers. Now you're a villain. And so it is like this super villain arc story, which is crazy, about some teenage kids. But that movie was really good though. I ain't even gonna lie. Even the special effects at the time, I was like, man, it just looked good. And the story was crazy because you can kind of see it was kind of predictable. You can see where it was going, but it's like there was the one part you didn't see coming. I was like, oh shit, now that's crazy. But then the rest of it, yeah, I see how this is gonna play out. Cause you're gonna have to kill this motherfucker now, bro. This motherfucker, he is a real super villain. So somebody got to kill this nigga. With great power, you know the rest. Even me, would I be strong enough to resist the temptation? I don't know. I want to say I would be, but man, motherfuckers don't know what they would do until you're put in the situation. Period. Period. If I had the ability of Cyclops to shoot laser beams from my eyes just whenever I want to, would I always be able to hold back and not like fry somebody's brains when they just say some dumb shit? I don't know. I don't know if I would be able to control myself in every instance, in every solitary moment where I gotta withstand using these magnificent abilities, at the expense of somebody's stupidity. I don't know, man. I'm being completely honest with myself. If I had superpowers, would I be a villain? No. Would I be a hero? Absolutely not. I would be somewhere in the middle where, like, yo, Trap is really cool. Just don't fuck with this nigga because he might smite you. Like the God of the Bible. He might smite your ass, bro. especially if I had a superpower that nobody could figure out a goddamn defense against. Like Superman, like however they found out he allergic to kryptonite, whatever, you know. But what if you never figured out what this motherfucker was allergic to? Like, could anybody really stop his ass from doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do? You know, he smacked somebody's teeth out their mouth, and then the police are like, "All right, you're coming with us." How are you gonna make him come with you? All right, Superman, I'm gonna place these handcuffs on you, and what? And what? Make me go somewhere I don't want to go? You fucking crazy. Strongest human on this planet. You gonna shoot me? You gonna shoot me? What you gonna do? I'm gonna stand right here. You gonna do? Drop a bomb on me in the middle of the city? That's what you gonna do? You gonna drop a bomb on me in the middle of the city and kill everybody just to get? And then that shit ain't gonna kill me. So now what you gonna do? Nothing. Nothing. And I'm not sure if I had that ability that I would always just be some nice person. I'm not sure. Oh, Mr. Superman, can you come help me? Nah, I don't feel like it. The fuck you mean? I'm over here playing Ark Raiders. Yeah, but there's a tanker that's capsizing and sinking at sea. And they get what? They want to pay me to do that shit? Fuck you mean a boat capsizes? Man, look, I'm busy. Hancock. I would be more like Hancock. Hancock was homeless though. I wouldn't be like Hancock. I'm just saying I'd be. I wouldn't be what people would expect. I just put it like that. I'm not sure how I would act, but I wouldn't be one of the motherfucking fairy tale comic book superheroes, and I wouldn't be a traditional villain either. I'd be somewhere in between. Because they would be for sure people who don't like me. It would be for sure some people who don't like me. Then I'll be like, and what? What you gonna do? Don't give me superpowers. If I was Elon, I would be dope and not dope. Yo, give me some Tony Stark money and see how I act. That's why I don't want it, man. I don't want it. I don't think I'm civilized enough for that, and I'm not afraid to admit that shit, man. In this incarnation of my existence, they know better to keep me in poverty. Don't give me no money. Don't give me no real power. And don't put me in no universe where I can have superpowers. I ain't my soul ain't evolved enough for that shit. I need a few more reincarnations before I can be a superhuman. I'm gonna fuck around and fuck some shit up. Fuck around and fuck some shit up, man. With great power comes great. Shut the fuck up, man. I'm about to I can go invisible, bitch. Fuck all that shit. You talking about responsibility. I'm about to do whatever the fuck I want to do. I can go invisible and fly, and I can exist in space like the Silver Surfer. And y'all gonna tell me what, nigga? Eat a dick. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. we would like to study you for science. You know what? Study these nuts, nigga. Study these nuts. You know what? I'm gonna literally let you study these nuts and get all these women pregnant, and then see if the babies, if normal babies, if normal women can have a super baby. You want to study something? Here, study this. See if I can reproduce myself with just a regular person. And I have fucking, what's the movie? What's the TV show? Invincible. Like all the superhuman families be having kids and shit. Like the Incredibles. Everybody in their family got superpowers. That's what I be trying to figure out. If all my kids can have superpowers. And if they can't, you know what I'm saying? I might have to put me on child support or something. It's your kid, man. Kid ain't even special, man. You know what I'm saying? And nigga can't fly? Nope. I don't know if it's my kid doing that. I don't know, man. That kid can't even fly, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got like super strength or super speed or night vision or nothing at all? Nothing? No, I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I don't know if that's my kid. If y'all never seen Chronicle, I ain't gonna lie, that was a good movie. Some shit about the homies was hiking. You know the normal scenario. Some kids somewhere they not supposed to be. Then they find this hole in the ground. Or find, it's always a hole in the ground or a cave or some shit like that. And so they find this little hole in the ground and they go down in there, and then they start feeling weird the deeper they go as they get, start approaching this object. And then of course they find some artifacts, some objects, some obelisks or something like that, and then they touch it. And everything, the bright white light is blinding, and they all pass out. They can't remember exactly what happened. And then, days later, they start experiencing strange things that they really couldn't explain. And then it's like, oh, touching that weird object gave me powers. It's the same story all the fucking time. The Guyver. Almost something like Venom. Some kind of extraterrestrial thing gives a normal person superpowers, or a group of people like Fantastic Four, whatever. A group of people. It can be one person or a group, experiences some type of alien thing that alters them. So yeah, I guess Chronicle is more like, it's closer to Fantastic Four because it was a group of kids. It was 3 kids. Even Stranger Things, where it's one kid, but a lot of people know that the one kid has the powers or whatever, and it's kind of like an alien, but not really. So their powers did come from like some other dimension, or being able to contact or tap into like this other, the upside down or whatever, with these different types of entities. So the story plot is, it's not different than whatever. Just like back to Sinners, and that's why the guy was a shit. But once again, it's some kid comes in contact with some alien artifact that gives them like superpowers and blah blah blah. It's the same story, bro. It just how you tell it and how interesting the characters are who gain the powers. And mostly it's like a revenge story, or the protagonist has a significant loss, whether it's a parent or a guardian or a best friend or somebody, and they feel like, you know, they have to uphold justice and morality and remembrance of this person. Yeah, kind of like Superman would go back to the crystal caves and see recordings of his father and all this shit. There's only a few stories we can tell. You know, the hero story, the revenge story, redemption story, the love story, the um, you know, then you have the conqueror story and the warrior story. And they're all we've been telling the same stories for fucking 6,000 years. The underdog story. That's David and Goliath. You know, we've been telling that one for how long? Was that's two that the underdog David and Goliath story is at least 2,000 years old. Well, he's big and he's a giant. It doesn't matter. That's the same Rudy. Like Rudy is the underdog. Well, Rudy is so small, and he wasn't the best, and he said as a Trekkie, the new Star Trek is ass. I seen some still frames from that shit, bro, and they just was comparing like some of the actors they have like from the original Star Trek. Yo, the original Star Trek cast, there was some fine motherfuckers, man. The women they had on there was super fine. The goddamn men were handsome and fit and in shape. And now it's just like wah wah wah. We have to be inclusive of everyone, and no. In the future, hopefully we will all evolve to have longevity and less illness and disease and better health, and we understand that you know body fat ratio is a fucking thing, and that obesity is actually a negative evolution of the human species, and we should try to combat obesity, and then hopefully in the future it won't be fat people. I'm not saying that anything wrong with fat people, because sometimes you know the system has ways to manipulate people into doing certain things, and I get that. That's how some people sue McDonald's. McDonald's made me fat. Yeah and no. Yes and no. But yeah, looking at some of the actors, it's just like, wait, what? I thought the future was beautiful. Apparently not. Bye, Wendy. Enjoy your lunch. I I ordered takeout last night, and that will be my lunch today. That will be my lunch for today. All right. We do have a lot of the big areas already covered with the white. Really just trying to slowly add some of these colorful shadows in here. I say some of the candies are casting a little bit of red or the yellows into the shadows. So I do want to make sure I can add some of that detail in there. Okay. I think I'm going right there with some super light gray. Um, Whoa, not the cheese and spinach with some grits. Boy, hey, god damn, man. How far you is from me? Hey. Cause big bro. Hey man, bring me a plate of that shit, dude. Yo, let me get it. Hey, let me get both of them grits there, boy. Yo, my cousin, there's this old school, like I ain't gonna lie, it was like breakfast sausage, but it's in a can. I forgot the name of this shit. My cousin just posted a can of that shit yesterday, talking about who remember these, and I was like, yo, where my grits at with it? Because my grandma used to, damn, what's the name of that fucking sausage? Anyway, man, a good ass bowl of buttery grits. And some of them sausages in that shit, boy. God damn, boy. Soon as she showed that can of sausage, I was like, yo, where the grits at? Now I need to go see if my local grocery even carry that shit. Cause damn, I remember eating that shit all the time, and I remember like loving that every time I had that shit for breakfast. I just remember that shit used to be good as hell. But I swear on everything I love, I can't remember exactly what it tastes like. I can't remember exactly what that shit tastes like. I just knew it was good, man. Kind of salty. a fucking canned sausage, and it was kind of soft, yo. It reminds you, like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. It was like a big ass Vienna. You know how like the Vienna sausages in the can, like them shit's kind of soft. Like you can just mush them with your hand, a spoon, a fork, whatever. Like they're not a hard sausage. Like you can just kind of mush that shit. And this other breakfast sausage was kind of the same way. Like they're just kind of soft. Like and you put one or two of them shits in your grits and mash that shit in with your grits. Boy, that shit was heavy, nigga. Heavy. Not spam. No. This shit was it's sausages, bro. It's like I'm telling you, it looks like they look like big ass Viennas. Hold on. I'm not gonna stop this fucking I'm not gonna stop my my time lapse, but damn. Yo, my cousin just posted shit, bro. Why I cannot think of the name of this? Barney Bill? Yeah. You ever seen these shits, bro? That shit say smoked sausage. And that's a smaller can of it, yo. Like you get a big ass can of that shit. But they like kind of like a Vienna sausage. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Not hash, bro. It's not hash. You talking about spam? Hash? No, nigga. I said sausage, bro. It's like a Vienna sausage. I'm telling you, man. It's a little sausage. Spam is like a chunk of meat in a can. And hash is the same thing. Hash is just like clumps of meat. Nah, these is little teeny sausages, bro. And you talk about delicious. I don't know why those shits was so good, yo. I said I gotta get some now just so I can remember what that shit tastes like. As soon as she posted that shit, I was like, oh fuck, I ain't eat that shit in years. I haven't had that shit in years. Then I can't remember like why did I even stop eating that shit? Probably because I moved from the south. And people up north where I'm at now, these motherfuckers don't eat grits and shit like that for breakfast. I don't even know what is a popular breakfast food around here. It's they just pancake waffle type motherfuckers. I be want me some anything with grits, nigga. Fish and grits, shrimp and grits, chicken and grits. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Put something in my grits, bro. I had that shit for breakfast. Savory grits, buttery grits, cheesy grits. Man, look, give me some grits, man. I like you say some hash, some grits, and some corned beef hash. Man, look, I'm in there. I'm telling you now, I'm in there. You like grits that much? Yes, I do. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I go to my family house, that'd be the first thing they be asking, like, yo, try, you gonna make some grits? They already know. I'm gonna eat some fucking grits for breakfast, bro. You making some grits this morning? Hell yeah, I'm about to make some grits. Y'all really want some grits? We about to have some grits then. Polenta? I don't know. I don't know what that is, man. Polenta? Hold on. Is that like cornmeal? I think my girl made that shit for me, man. It's like cornmeal or something, right? Yeah. My girl made it for me, which is weird that it has such a. I guess because the meal is more finely ground than grits. Because most people don't know grits are just corn. It's just ground up corn. But the cornmeal is more finely ground than the grit, so it gives it a different texture to it. Not the fried okra, boy. I love some okra. Um, yeah, but yeah, I've tried polenta. It's good. Yeah, especially if that shit battered right, man. Got a little bread on the outside, boy, with a little crunch to it, man. Look, once again, you can't, man. Fuck, man. I ain't trying to criticize the local cuisine or whatever, but they ain't no restaurant I can go to and just be like, oh, what sides would you like? And I'd be like okra, and they were like, okay, like motherfucker be like, what? We have broccoli, and we have some kale. Like, y'all ain't got no okra. No, sorry, sir. We don't carry okra. Yeah. Go to some breakfast joint. You ask for some grits and biscuits if you want. They go, what is a grit, sir? We don't sell grits. They look at you like you're fucking crazy. Motherfucker don't even know what grits is. Like this, it is in the grocery store because I have some. I buy it all the time. And then when you go out and you tell people, can I order some grit? They be like, what the fuck is a grit? And now I just assume like when I am grocery shopping and I see people buy grits, I just really think to myself, oh, you must not be from here. You must not be from here because the locals just act like they never ate a grit in their life. And no restaurants ever have that shit on their breakfast menus. He's like, what are you, where am I at? What is this? It's like it's the Twilight Zone or something. Look at that fabric, boy. That shit looking like cloth. You know, that shit starting to look like cloth. I like it. I ain't even mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying in a little bit, about an hour. See what I can do in about an hour or so. The shrimp and grits, that's what I tell you. Hey, that's one of the most classic combinations, man. The shrimp and grits, bro. Immediately you just know this is about to be a good day. If you can start your day off with some shrimp and grits, oh, you about to have a good day. Shit, god damn. That's what you have for breakfast? Damn, nigga. Just all by yourself, ain't invite nobody over for the shrimp, huh? You ate shrimp first thing in the morning. That's that rich people shit right there. You know, well, I had shrimp for breakfast. God damn, nigga. What you Mediterranean? You live by the sea? Just come out, just hop off the boat. Nothing but shrimp. We having shrimp and grits for breakfast, and steak and lobster for lunch. Yeah, goddamn, bro. Wait a minute. Where do you live at? No, we from the south. Big pimpin', spinning G. Big pimpin' on BLAD. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. That boy be thinking. All right. That boy be thinking. All right. That boy be singing. All right. That boy be swinging. Yeah, all right. That boy be painting. Yeah, all right. That boy be thinking. Yeah, all right. That boy be slinging. Yeah, all right. That boy be. I lit up a blunt with a big torch. The first time I jump off the porch, of course, and I said that new course. Riding like Paul Revere, and I spit that shit till I go hoarse. I'm gonna have to clip that. Riding like Paul Revere, and I spit that shit till I go hoarse. Bars, bro. Bars. Just as soon as I hopped off the porch, set a new course, riding like Paul Revere, spit that shit till I go hoarse. No. Now I was raised in the South. White Walkers came from the North. Yo, Mammoth Mo, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. We're almost done with some of the details in this area. Shortly here, hopefully in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to pull the camera back. I am currently doing a time lapse, so give me a few more minutes, and we'll pull back, chill for a second, and then we're going to have to redo our palette to get ready for these skin tones. Listen to some new music and just vibe for a second. It's a snow day. We're gonna be in the studio for several hours this morning. I gotta redeem myself from yesterday. I did a 6 hour game session yesterday. I ain't embarrassed to say it. I don't give a fuck. I'm a grown ass man. I'm grown as hell. I can do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And so what? So what? Who cares? Who cares? I played video games for 6 hours yesterday. Who cares? I care. I do gotta make up some studio time. So I feel like if I do about 4 or 5 hours in the studio today, then I can do at least another 2-3 hours on the game later down. I'm just saying. Balance. Hey, work-life balance, man. Work-life balance. I'm gonna get some hours in the studio. So when I get on the game, I can still feel good about myself and not feel like a piece of shit as a grown ass adult, you know. But the thing I'm trying to get to is, I'm gonna get back on the game today. That's the main point I was trying to make. Then yeah, that part. Right now, we're working on some of the finer details in this fabric. Like I say, the candies themselves are very opaque and translucent, so some of the light is able to pass through the gummy candy, which creates a colorful shadow. And so I'm trying to add some yellows and some reds in some of the smaller areas where these shadows are being made, just so we can keep that high level of detail in there. Like I said, my mentor always told me, if you can see some color in there, and then put the color in there. If it's just a little bit of blush yellow, put it in there if you can see it. And so in some of these shadows, you can definitely see that it's casting red or casting kind of a yellowish, goldish shadow. So let's try to add those details in there. Our brain subconsciously picks things up like that. We look at the world every day, for those of us who are visually capable, you know. And so, do we absolutely know exactly how our eyes and our brain analyzes reality? Not really. We only truly analyze a very small portion of what we see, because our eyes bring in so much data and so much information. It would be complete brain overload to try and decipher every little minute instant, moment, second, and everything that we see throughout every waking instant of our consciousness. So instead, our brains really filters the most important parts so that we can understand how to maneuver through this physical world without falling and breaking our fucking necks. That's basically how we get by. And so our vision allows for certain details, but not for everything. And then just some things our mind understands, and we don't know why we understand it. But most people think, oh, shadows are just black. And no, and we subconsciously know this, that shadows are not black. That's a very easy way to describe a shadow. But we know for a fact, when we look at shadows, or subconsciously we know, when we look at shadows, they're not always black or gray or blue or whatever. And so when you have a shadow that casts a little bit of color within the shadow, because that's the way that the light is being refracted. If you add that colorful portion to the shadow, the brain picks it up and understands it as this is how the world works. And that looks very natural and it looks very believable. And if you don't do that, the brain will also pick that up and say, that looks really good, but there's something off about it a little bit. And we may not be able to exactly pinpoint what's off about it because it's a part of our vision that we don't constantly have to think about. But with those little bits of shadows or little bits of color in the shadow, the brain is able to pick that up and says, oh, that looks natural. And that's how light works. I'm going to add one more little dark spot here. This is a very subtle crease from this gummy bear here. A little crease right there. It's really actually kind of dark right where it touches this gummy bear. Like that. And then this inside is a light gray. A lot lighter than that. There is a there. Okay. Baller. Now, excuse me. A little more white here. Oh, and then in that other section, wait, hold on. All right, got it. Now in the other section, I said something over there didn't look right. Oh, I forgot this part. Okay, so now how is this? How? I don't know if I'm using the right brush or not. Oh, hip hop Bob Ross. All right, guys. Yeah, give me a few more minutes. Like I said, we are definitely gonna pull the camera back, and we're gonna play some new music. Yo, D, I know I don't get you in here a lot, man, because you're such a busy person, bro. But one of the last songs I made is actually one of the first songs I ever made. I said it's not the first rap I ever wrote, but it's the first rap I ever recorded. And that the lyrics are so old, like when I recorded it, it was literally recorded on a dual cassette karaoke machine. I'm so old. I am so old. Damn. But yeah, me and my buddies, I forgot how we got the instruments on the cassette. I think we even had to record the instruments from something else and to get it on the cassette. And then you take the karaoke machine. We had a microphone plug for it. And so you play the instrumental in one tape deck, and then you just have a blank cassette in the other tape deck on record. And so the instrumental is playing and the microphone is plugged in. And so you just rap over the beat while the second cassette tape records your voice in the instrumental together. And so that's the very first way I ever recorded music before. And the very first song I recorded was just like some trauma shit about my childhood, but like I came up with when Wu-Tang and Mobb Deep and all that shit, Goody Mob, like we just had a lot of trauma music anyway. And believe it or not, I was kind of like hood famous for a couple months when people started hearing that shit. Cause we made a couple of copies of the tape and passed it out to a few people. But motherfuckers was surprised. They was like, yo, that's trap. Like, yeah, nigga. And I actually had one of the young homies at the time memorize that shit, yo. And then I can remember the one time we was just sitting in the trailer park playing that shit. And the motherfucker rapped that whole shit. I was like, bro, what? He's like, nah, that shit hard, nigga. I know that whole shit. I was like, I see. I see you do know the whole damn song. That was, my mind was fucking blown. I was like, damn. Somebody sat down and took the time to memorize the lyrics to my song. Like, what the fuck? So, me trying to wrap up this next album called Growth and Development, I was really looking for a beat to write something new to, and then came across this one beat, and it just, I don't know why that old set of lyrics popped up in my mind, and I just started rapping that shit in my head over the beat. I was like, oh, these lyrics go great. I was like, do I need to drop these lyrics again? And so that's what I did. But then in me trying to remember those lyrics, I realized I can't remember how I finished that song, like how the last few bars wrapped up. Like, and I kept trying to rap it over and over to myself, and I can't remember how it ended. And I know I had a hook for it too. I can't remember what the hook was, and now I'm like, fuck, man, I'm really feeling old. Like, nigga, you can't even remember your own raps from back in the day. And so I had to improvise and like rewrite the ending of it and then write a new hook for it, which is kind of good, taking old ideas and adding new stuff to it. But still, I wish I could remember like everything from how I originally wrote that shit. Because I ain't gonna lie, I remember like the hook was one of the hardest parts of the fucking Joan, yo. You say I'm a grandfather. We all grandfather age. Just because we not grandfathers, that don't mean we can't be. my son 21. He'll be 22 this year. We had kids as teenagers. He could have been gave me a kid when he was 17, 18, 19. He could have been popped one out. I could have been a granddad years ago. Luckily, I'm not, because he's still growing. You know what I'm saying? 21, he a young man. I had him when I was 22, and I felt when I had him, I'm thinking to myself, I'm too young for this. That was my first thought. I'll never lie to anybody. I was like, because it wasn't planned. I was like, I'm too young for this. I'm only 22 years old. I'm not having no kid. I'm still a kid. I sell drugs and smoke weed. Like, wait a minute. I'm too young for kids. I'll be 2026, but I'll be he said my oldest 31. You've been fucking for a long time, sir. This nigga was fucking back in the 90s. This nigga was fucking last century. Niggas- Oh, he said, what? My oldest 30. Damn. He was fucking in the 1900s. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else in here fucking in the 1900s. This nigga's having sex in a, you know what I'm saying? Last century, bro. God damn. Don't tell nobody else that, man. Hey, D, keep that shit to yourself. Say what talk about oldest. Yo, Juju. You done put himself out there. Wait, hey. He done put himself out there, bro. But I'm the oldest one in here. My oldest 31. 31. Now, wait a minute. God damn. No, you not neither. You not done because I'm not done. You bet that long up, bro. He's talking about I'm done. No, you not. We not done. Hey, you know this motherfucker met Muhammad Ali. Yo, this nigga, hey, this motherfucker met Muhammad Ali. Oh boy. Oh man. This motherfucker is a part of history. All right, we done now. Now I'm done. Damn. That's nigga. Oh boy. Oh. That nigga a part of history, son. You know how many more people can meet Muhammad Ali? Nobody. Nobody else will ever meet that man because he dead. You know who? You know the people who met Muhammad Ali? Old people. Man. I said my oldest 21. He said, hold my beer. Nigga, my oldest is 31. God damn. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? God, yeah. He was born right after we just got the right to vote. Yo, niggas only been voting for 10 years. Yo, if this nigga was born any earlier, yo, he wouldn't have been able to vote, man. Yeah. Oh man. Oh boy. Time is a motherfucker, ain't it? When you think about it. This nigga almost missed the right to vote. Almost, but hey, a few more years, nigga. You almost born in the wrong era. Oh, damn. All right, now I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I promise. I love you, bro. Hey, I love you to death, God. Damn. I don't care how old you is. You always gonna be a young man to me. Always gonna be a young man to me. You know? I don't care if you met Muhammad Ali. All right, we good. You good? You ain't mad at me, bro. Not late, cuz. Damn. We good, man. I don't know if I should keep up this painting shit, or if I should just go ahead and start my comic career, man. You know, so I write some of these jokes down. I ain't gonna lie, yo. My favorite part about comedians, if you can do it well, is working a crowd. You know, them don't need to be jokes, motherfucker. Right? They just be looking at the people in the audience and just start making fucking jokes at these people. Yeah, I watched the one dude last night. He in the middle, like you can tell he's well into his set. He's well into his set, and then like a whole group of people just start walking in. All these motherfucking latest shit is like two women walk in, and then a dude, and like 2-3 more women, then another dude, and the dude at the end, this motherfucker had on a black and white checkerboard jacket. Oh, you already know the comedian. Yeah, he's like, nigga, you late. And got the nerve to wear this fucking jacket. I know you fucking lying. Yo, and from there, he just started laying into this motherfucker, yo, about this fucking jacket. So this nigga jacket looked like a bathroom floor. And you walking in here with that shit on, bro. Yo, hilarious. He just started laying into this motherfucker, bro. God damn. You come in here late with that jacket on? I know you fucking lying. That shit look like a bathroom floor. God damn. Yeah, you couldn't put me on stage and I'm getting paid to do that shit. Oh, everybody, but man, look, I'm gonna have a heckler in the crowd because I'm gonna piss somebody off. All right, a little more blending. I know I said I was gonna take 15 minutes to try to get through that part, but then I had to fuck with D1 just now. Nigga broke my concentration. All right, so what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna. I need a smoke and coffee break, and probably a bathroom break. So I'm gonna do bathroom break, and then smoke and coffee break. I want to just tap that one. I gotta tap this one spot. Can I get it on camera? Is it on camera? Barely. So right here, I don't know why I didn't finish that out when I was in this area. So it is kind of tricky. That's probably why I didn't finish it. So I'm gonna start out with the green. Because that green gummy is casting a little bit of color in that shadow again. And once again, that's probably why I didn't finish it. I just told myself, I'm not putting green paint on my palette right now. Like a little bitch. Am I looking at the same fucking thing? Am I looking at the same spot? It is, right? Yeah. So that means actually I made that gummy way too big. So I need to that's gonna come. Let me cut this way closer because that has to wrap around the red part right there. Then I'm gonna cut back with the white, but even that white. So now this green gummy is casting a little bit of green shadow, and this red gummy is casting like a deeper red shadow at the bottom. I'm just get a bit of white. So it's really here. I want that to stay white right there. And how far? Well, even from the corner of the green gummy, there's a little white here. Right? Like that. Then I'm gonna add red. Is that too dark? It might be. I'll come back and lighten it if it is. I'll put red in this shadow. Am I doing this right? I can't even tell. Then all right. I'm just trying to do my best, to the best of my ability. Because these little gummies is making some weird shadows right there. I think that is about as accurate as I can get it. We're gonna get some good white on the tip of this brush one more time and just straighten this out a little bit here. I don't like how soft that line is actually. I want this top line right here to be a little more strong right there at that point. Really just right there. A little bit more. A little bit more right here. Just trying to get that a little straighter. It ain't gotta be straight. Just gotta look straight. All right, guys. I really do think. Ooh. Here, I need. One strip of white in here. Where is this at? It is here, right? Right there. Just to add a little contrast in this shadow here. And just brighten that up. Just like that. Right. Now we're good to go. Balling. All right, D. All right, there we go. And I am going to stop the time lapse now. All right. Wow, we got that done. We did a good hour of time lapse. We got some good footage. And like I say, guys, let me run to the bathroom real quick and I'll be right back. Oh yeah, it looked crazy out there. Oh my god. No way, son. No way. All right. Well, they said anywhere from 8 to 10 inches. God damn, I swear it looked like at least 4 or 5 inches out there already. That's crazy. Oh shit! I need to charge my phone. I need to charge my phone. And I did a good thing, yo. I ran out of credits this month, which is I think I got like 21 credits left, which could let me do like 2 more songs. And my credits today is the 25th, so I get them back in 3 days. Sometimes I be having too many credits at the end of the month. I don't like that. Like I said, I pay for this service. I be wanting to use all my credits up because if you don't use them, you lose them. They don't roll over. Why is this acting funny on my phone? Just stay charging, bro. What's going on? All right. Wait, see outside? Bro, this shit look crazy out here, dog. And you can clearly see it's still snowing. They said there's 24 hours of this. All right, that's my neighbor's car. Look at that's like 3 or 4 inches stacked up on her car. Wait a minute. Is my oh my god, the wind done blew the fucking lid off my trash can. I just say that shit swing tick. So now my trash can is gonna be full of snow. No, this shit is it's not a good day out there, man. Yeah, it looks like oh, well, I don't know. It's like 2 inches, 3 inches. At least 2 inches. Oh my god, just stay charging. Well, if I go to my weather app, in the snow, it's gonna snow all day. Past sunset, it's still gonna be snowing. And tomorrow morning, still snow. Yeah, it's supposed to up until like noon, 11 o'clock noontime tomorrow, there's still going to be 60-70% of the area will still be getting snow tomorrow. At this time of day tomorrow, it'll still be snowing. All night, anywhere from 75 to 70% of the area will still get constant snow. It's staying in the high 70s well, 70s down to the 60s until this shit is done. And then once the snow stops, it's just going to stay here for a while because it's 8 degrees and 9 degrees and 2 degrees and -1 and -2 and -6. So the shit is going to fucking stay and freeze, and it's going to freeze into like snow bricks. And then everything's just going to be hard snow every fucking where for the next week. And it's going to be miserable. And luckily, I won't be here because I'm going on vacation. I say I got that slurry shit. Yeah. And that's what the news said too. Like a lot of areas that aren't used to having icy and snowy conditions will probably experience some snow. So y'all motherfuckers really need to stay in the house. Because y'all ain't got no snow plows and no salt trucks and none of that shit to come out and help with the city infrastructure. Up here, like we constantly got snow plows keeping our main roads clean and salt trucks and everything. And then the average person here too, we have like snow gear, and I have my own salt spreader. So when I go shovel in front of my house, I put my own salt down on the stairs, and I have a snow shovel. Like down south, people don't got no fucking snow shovels. y'all can't even really clean this shit up. Yeah, for today, and so I brought my work laptop home with me Friday because everybody was already expecting this shit. So I'm just working from home tomorrow. I'm not even worrying about this shit, bro. And like I say, I got weed and drink and food and everything I need in the house. As long as my goddamn power don't go out, we good. That's the one other thing I need to get in my fucking stash is a gas generator, just in case. If I can get a gas generator, I really wouldn't worry about anything. Because my house doesn't have a fireplace. The last house I lived in South Carolina actually had a fireplace, a working fireplace. So I never worried about trying to keep warm there. And then one of my homies had his family had huge acres of land, yo, like 10, 15 acres of land. And every year, they would try to find somebody to help clear their land off from all the trees that fall throughout the season or whatever. And every year I would go volunteer to help clean off their land because I could just get the free fucking wood. Yo, y'all want to get this old dried wood off your property? Yeah, let me help you do that. Let me help you do that real quick, bro, because I need that shit. It's a win-win situation. So my buddy's family's property would always be clean every year, and every winter I would have fucking way more goddamn firewood that I could ever use. Yo. Every winter I always had some left over until like one year. I can remember the 1 year he's like, "You coming to get some wood?" I'm like, "No, I got so much shit left over from the previous years. I don't need it this year." I still went and helped them clean up, but I didn't take a lot of wood though. I ain't had nowhere to put it. All right, so those brushes are clean. Now, like I said, we need to get ready for skin tone. I don't like this one area right here. I didn't even do shit to that, did I? It don't look like it. How is that? All right. Now I feel better.
Trap House Entertainment. Trap House Entertainment. Travis was a Travis teacher, wrestling over tragedies in my life. It's so real, ain't no need for the analogies. Metaphors are allegories. I just sit and tell my story. I'm a rich statistics till I conquer every category. Travis was a Travis teacher, wrestling over tragedies in my life. It's so real, ain't no need for the analogies. Metaphors are allegories. I just sit and tell my story. I'm a rich statistics till I conquer every category. We had it harder than the rubrics cube. Sister had to get me ready for school. She told me how to tie up my shoes. No doors on the room. Who's that dude? Another stranger. We couldn't deal with the anger. The family in danger. The fall in the shame with my dad. Drinking and gallon. Tyree's dad lives in Atlanta. Mama still stuck on the street. Really made a shit on her peeps. And corner buzz got it smoking that deep. I find it kinda hard to sleep. With daddy beating my mama. Beat me cause I pissed my pajamas. Beat my sister because she wasn't his. I noticed the problem. Wasn't responsible. Only a kid. Couldn't understand the things that they need. No guidance at home. 6 and 8. We try to be grown. Mama's gone weeks at a time. I wish he wasn't so weak in the mind. Get a job so we can be fine. And stop these tears from flooding my eyes. You breaking family ties. How can I grow within this family of mine? Do you love me or you lucky and high? Stay to custody, you didn't even try. So I suppress on my trunk, keep it all inside. You stole my childhood, so we can't wait. Gotta have a gift for the youth with a new face. The system can be two-faced in a red or a blue state. Hit them with the two shades of water like Bobby Boucher. Let's advance, it's never too late, this is a new day. Travis was a Travis and no tragedies. My life is so real, ain't no need for the analogies. Metaphors are allegories, I can sing and tell my story. I'm a rich till I conquer every category. Travis was a Travis and no tragedies. And my life is so real, ain't no need for the analogies. Metaphors are allegories, I can sing and tell my story. I'm a rich till I conquer every category. Always keep your wits about you. Just because you don't see the rest doesn't mean they ain't there. Trap House Entertainment. Yeah. If they ever did you wrong, you can never let them slide. Cause they try to play you like you sweeter than potato pies. Walking in the den of thieves and they tell the true lies. Moving like the Genovese, working for the suit and ties. Folks sitting by the door and they got a new disguise. Everyone gets scrutinized, so you decide. You gon' ride a suicide, it's do or die. You ain't getting used, you getting utilized. I ain't been abused, I've been brutalized. I picked the news, I drew a line. I done witnessed the truest crimes. Implemented new designs, so you resign. cause I'm choosing sides. Just remember, I'm the hardest you can find. Yeah. Still sharp and still real, recognize real. And we plotting on a meal, so we stacking every bill. That's fuck, how you feel? Better get it how you live. Never been in a house, nigga, had to get it from the field. Had to get it from the field, had to get it from the field. If you're gonna play the game, you know you gotta take some risks. So you cannot complain when the plot is getting thick. And the pain with no assist and every shot just seem to miss. Niggas better use it, bring it, cause this thing is over quick. If you're gonna play the game, you know you gotta take some risks. So you cannot complain when the plot is getting thick. And the pain with no assist and every shot just seem to miss. Niggas better use it, bring it, cause this thing is over quick. Y'all talk about the same thing, complain about the same shit. Always play the blame game with the lames you hang with. Saying names like you getting paid, you niggas ain't rich. Doing anything for the fame, you niggas ain't slick. Rick the ruler and my shooters put the tooth in your medulla. Twin Rugers on the scooter like a Judas. How they do you? Ain't no use in acting bougie. We can see that you a loser. Had to school you like a tutor. When you fucking with my moolah, get you hung from the roof. Now they call me Suge Knight. I can feel the pressure building. I'm about to bust a pipe. Aggravation, integration, and they act like sodomites. Some niggas ratting, gotta separate the men and mice. Nasty like a headlight. You know ain't got no alibi. The bitch said she celibate. That don't mean that I will buy you talking to the pigs, but I don't really deal with swine investments getting big. I'm just trying to see the bottom line. Go and play the game, you know you gotta take some risks. So you cannot complain when the plot is getting thick. And the pain with no system, every shot just seem to miss. Nigga better usually bring it, cause this thing is over quick. If you go and play the game, you know you gotta take some risks. So you cannot complain when the plot is getting thick. And the pain with no system, every shot just seem to miss. Nigga better usually bring it, cause this thing is over quick. Cause this thing is over quick. Cause this thing is over quick.
Why can't I find my fucking... Bro, what the fuck is that color at?
Young niggas out here selling drugs, getting loot, buying new shoes, but we never hoop. Put packs on my waist, got the leather in the coupe, and a hood full of tattoos and the prostitutes. Nickname Dirty D, real name Diana, spicy like Titan, beautiful like Diana. Thicker than molasses, oh my land, causing traffic jams for all bystanders. Never turn a hoe into a housewife, even though that booty big. And it bounce right, sticky like a mouse. She gonna play you out right, even if she drippin' wet. Keep her outside, never turn a hoe into a housewife, even though that booty big. And it bounce right,
why
sticky
don't I
like
see this?
a mouse. She gonna play you out right, even if she drippin' wet. Keep her
That's why.
outside. Young niggas, talking lot pimpin', chasing lot lists, looking for the 128 pop bitches. Strippers think they get it. This is not Christmas. You get what you pay for, you are not the richest. Dirty D, a hot chick, all the niggas try hit it. Take advantage of her habits, cause they know she is addicted. A few puff, few bump, situations get explicit. And she'll have you coming and going in just a few minutes. Never turn a hoe into a housewife, even though that booty big. And it bounce right, sticky like a mouse. She gonna play you out, even if she drippin' wet. Keep her outside, never turn a hoe into a housewife, even though that booty big. And it bounce right, sticky like a mouse. She gonna play you out, even if she drippin' wet. Keep her outside. Good girls gone bad, no dad, so sad. I can't even imagine the life that you had, getting caught up in the streets and the life so fast. And the purse take notice when you start to grow ass. Introduce them to drugs, get the young ass hooked. Brains get cooked, innocence get took on the strip, and they in between the fiends and the crooks. But you can't save them all, so niggas just try to fuck. Never turn a hoe into a housewife, even though that booty big. And it bounce right, sticky like a mouse. She gonna play you out, even if she drippin' wet. Keep her outside, never turn a hoe into a housewife, even though that booty big. And it bounce right, sticky like a mouse. She gonna play you out, even if she drippin' wet. Keep her outside. Keep her outside.
A lot of this ain't left.
Keep her outside.
I keep looking for a big tube of that shit, and I don't have a big tube of that left. Damn.
Trap House Entertainment. Trap House Entertainment. Travis was a Travis teacher, wrestling over tragedies in my life. It's so real, ain't no need for the analogies. Metaphors are allegories. I just sit and tell my story. I'm a real statistic till I conquer every category. Travis was a Travis teacher, wrestling over over tragedies in my life is so real, ain't no need for the analogies. Metaphors are allegories. I just sit and tell my story. I'm a rich bitch, still I conquer every category. We had it harder than the rubrics cube. Sister had to get me ready for school. She taught me how to tie up my shoes. No doors on the room. Moves that dude, another stranger. We couldn't deal with the anger, the family in danger, the fall in the shame. My dad drinking and gambling. Tyree's dad lives in Atlanta. Mama still stuck on the street. Really made a shit on her peeps. And corner thugs got it smoking that deep. I find it kinda hard to sleep. With daddy beating my mama, beat me cause I pissed my pajamas. Beat my sister because she wasn't his. I noticed the problem, wasn't responsible. Only a kid couldn't understand the things that they did. No guidance at home. 6 and 8, we try to be grown. Thumbs down weeks at a time. I wish he wasn't so weak in the mind. Get a job so we can be fun. And stop these tears from flooding my eyes. You breaking family ties. How can I grow within this family of mine? Do you love me or you lucky not? Stay to custody, you didn't even try. So I suppress on my trauma, keep it all inside. You stole my childhood, so we can't wait. Gotta advocate for the youth with new face. The system can't be two-faced in no red or blue state. Hit them with the two shades of water like Bobby Boucher. Let's advance, it's never too late. This is a new day. Travis was a Travis and no tragedies. My life is still real, ain't no need for the analogies. Metaphors are allegories. I can sing to my story. I'm a rich till I conquer every category. Travis was a Travis and no tragedies. My life is so real, ain't no need for the analogies. Metaphors are allegories. I can sing to my story. I'm a rich till I conquer every category.
Yeah, you got fam down at the beach. Oh, that's crazy. So, damn. All right, I wrote this song too, man.
You mean the world, I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, to me, to me, to me. You are my everything. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, to me, to me, to me. You are my everything. Chocolate thick, the beautiful features. Queen energy, posh like a diva. I stay tapped in, just like a visa. My name Trap, and it's really nice to meet ya. Said her name, Tameka. House on the hill, and she got a white beamer. Fly our seasons, weekends in Kingston. Shawty pretty, got me falling to pieces. Hot that, sweet like, mascot, bonnet, magnum, tonic, speed like, sunny, speaking. Patois got me hooked on phonics. I won't wait until tomorrow. Ooh, you mean the world to me, to me, to me. Cause I make her. You are my everything. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, to me, to me. Cause I make her. Shawty real fluff, so you know I had to come. Creamy like milk and I can't get enough. When I see your face, no, I get that rush. Try to slow down, it seems to speed up, make it hard to keep up, but I still keep up. Do whatever it takes to please her. She knows what I want, knows that I need her. We about to build an empire like Caesar. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, cause I make her. You are my everything to me, cause I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, cause I make her. Hot and sweet like scotch, bonnet, techno, tonic, speed like Sonic, speaking, password, got me hooked on phonics. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world.
Hello, focus. There you go. Yeah, we like the reggae song. No, damn, that shit made people leave. It was that bad. God damn. What's up, y'all? Okay. Damn. There were like 7, 8 people. I started playing that shit. They was like, "No, I'm good, nigga. What is this?"
Wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me. You are my everything. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me. You are my everything. Chocolate thick with beautiful feature. Queen energy, posh like a diva. I stay tapped in, just like a visa. My name Trap and it's really nice to meet ya. Said her name Tameka. House on the hill and she got a white beamer. Fly out seasons, weekends in Kingston. Shawty pretty, got me falling to pieces. Hot and sweet like scotch, bonnet, techno, tonic, speed like Sonic, speaking, password, got me hooked on phonics. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, cause I make her. You are my everything, baby. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, cause I make her. Shawty real fluff, so you know I had to come. Creamy like milk and I can't get enough. When I see your face, no, I get that rush. Try to slow down, it seems to speed up, make it hard to keep up, but I still keep up. Do whatever it takes to please her. She knows what I want, knows that I need her. We about to build an empire like Caesar. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, cause I make her. You are my everything to me, I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, cause I make her. Hot and sweet like scotch, bonnet, techno, tonic, speed like Sonic, speaking, password, got me hooked on phonics.
Yeah. I might have to. I didn't publish this shit yet, cause damn, man, there's like just a few parts in there that I wish I could do better, but I don't got no more credits to fuck around with it. I like that version though, but I don't know. Like at the end, I feel like there could be, it just drops off. I could just put some yeah, something at the end of it. All right. And then I forgot to put my fucking Trap House tag on the first version. And then I ran another couple of versions with the Trap House tag, but none of them sound as good as that one. I was like, fuck, why I ain't do that the first time? That shit had me fucked up, bro. I was like, damn, that shit don't even say Trap House Entertainment.
Trap House Entertainment.
I was like, why didn't I put my Trap House tag on this shit, yo, on the first one, yo?
I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me. You are my are my everything. Chocolate thick with beautiful features, queen energy, wash like a diva. I stay topping just like a Viva. My name drop and it's really nice to meet ya. Said her name Tamika. Out on the hill and she drive a white beamer. Fly your season, weekends in Kingston. Shawty pretty, got me falling to pieces. Hot and sweet like a scotch bunny, magnum tonic, sweet like Sonic. Speaking patois, got me hooked on phonics. I won't wait until tomorrow. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, you are mine. Everything. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, you are mine. Everything. Shorty real fluff, so you know I had to go creamy like milk, and I can't get enough. When I see your face, no, I get that rush. Try to slow down time, it seem to speed up, make it hard to keep up. But I still keep up, do whatever it takes to please her. She know what I want, know that I need her. We about to build an empire like Caesar. I won't wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, You are mine, you're my everything. Wait until tomorrow. You mean the world to me, You are mine, my everything. And sweet like a scotch on it. Make no tonic, sweet like Sonic. Speaking patois, got me hooked on phonics.
See, at least that one had like something at the end of it. I don't know. I played around with it a lot, but I think that might be the version I like the best so far. Like I said, when I get my credits back, I might play with it a few more times. I still might. Should I just publish the one that I like the best, the one that I played a couple of times, the first one? Should I just go ahead and publish that? I still haven't published that version of Untitled where I talk about my childhood a little bit. Because I'm not sure if I want that to be the final version or not. I don't know. I like that one a lot. Let's publish that one. Even if I do go back and decide to change it, it'll be all right before I drop this album. But first of all, I need to edit the song details. All right, so I did just publish that one. Since I haven't published something else soon on the minute, and I actually got a few people who are starting to like my stuff. You know, it feels kind of weird, but yeah, there's actually there's a couple of people who actually like my stuff. Yeah, so I feel the need to publish something new. All right, guys. I really want to do another time lapse for this skin tone. But
Tired of overpaying for your phone plan? Check out Google Fi Wireless and get your free.
Anthropic just published Claude's Constitution. The 23,000 word document teaching Claude how to behave, how to be helpful and safe. In today's video, we're going to be talking about that, but also the secret soul document that existed long before this constitution. The soul document was something that was part of Claude's training data, and it was there to sort of define the psychological profile of Claude. So we'll be talking about the soul today. We'll also talk about demons. We'll talk about demons, that's not a joke, and we'll also talk about Shoggoth, kind of represented by this charming fellow over here. The whole thing is
damn, I can't keep that playing in the background. It'll let me keep music playing in the background, but not YouTube. But I don't want to keep the channel bored with the same music. Like I said, I've been working on these same albums for a while now, so I'm not going to keep playing them over and over. I really want to be able to release something in the next week or two and just go ahead and finalize the next 3 albums and just go ahead and put those out there and then call my music career a wrap for again. Came out of retirement for a year with the AI shit just to flex my pen. Wrote all kind of shit, wrote everything I could ever want to write. And now I'm at the home stretch where, like I said, if I put out these last 3 projects, that'll be 15 albums that were completely wrote by me. And so I look at other artists. Even Nas has like 20-something albums. And even like that Lost Tapes, if you listen to Nas's Lost Tapes, that's a whole album with just him. I don't think he has any features on those Lost Tape tracks. But most artists don't do that. They don't put out albums without features or without some type of collaborative help and inspiration and motivation and just the back and forth of like the artistry itself. Like, most artists just don't do that. It's very difficult to not have help with a musical project. I think J. Cole, like, when he does his stuff without a lot of features and he produces a lot of his own beats and engineers a lot of his own work, he still gets beats and shit from other people sometimes. And I can imagine just being like the CEO of his own like DreamWorks and working with other artists, you're always like in that creative zone, even if you're just working on someone else's project and tossing ideas and concepts back and forth and rhymes back and forth. But for like that stint that I went on yet last year, I really ain't had like a lot of in-house help with a lot of the material that I wrote. And like all the songs that I wrote have no features. And I wrote every word myself. And it's like, I think the material that I have is compacted down into 15 albums. But if I were like a normal artist and just had like one or two features on a hook or a verse or, with beats or something like that, like the material I have is like fucking 30 albums worth of shit. It's like double. It could probably be double the material. At least, times half. Because once again, Nas has put out like tons of shit, but he worked with the firm and uh once again, just a lot of features and stuff like that. And that makes it easy and fun to work with other artists who, are like-minded and who are as good at the craft as you are. That shit makes the shit fun, man. And so you won't find most artists who just have an entire album with just themselves. Even the R&B artists, have features. Country artists have features sometimes. Now, maybe more standard for some other genres of music not to feature, you know, as many different artists on the same album. But for hip hop, it's definitely just fun. So I actually want to um I'm going to saturate this very wrinkly part of the foot before I start painting, and in hopes that will help me blend a little bit easier. So this is just medium uh, linseed oil. So just want to get this thing a little wet, especially where, like I say, where these shadows and wrinkles are going to be at. To kind of help me blend it in a little better and give a more smooth finish to it. Now this is technically glazing, I guess, but people would glaze with color and then like wipe a lot of it off. But I'm still, since I am wetting it like this, and the oils could be considered as a glaze, and that's what people do really when they glaze, is just thin their paint down a lot. But the reason people do the glaze technique is because it does give you that really wet surface to do that very smooth and buttery blending. It really suits highly detailed pictures a lot. So now that I have a glaze on there, mm, mm, get on. I don't know, y'all know, probably some spam. I put some Van Dyke Brown on there, but all right, that's still a little wet. still might want to bring up my stick just in case. So essentially, 1, 2. So this one right here. Trying to define my darkest areas real quick, so I can get away from the dark colors and move into our more mid-tones. It's gonna be dark. I need to go a little darker. Here. Up. Not that dark, maybe. Actually, I probably need more. More raw sienna and red and that. Still feels like I'm going too dark. I want it dark, but not too dark, you know? I want a little color, but I ain't want to be, black. But then when I go to add some more of the highlights, it actually make everything else around it look lighter anyway. You know what I'm missing? Orange. Motherfucker. Can you put a little orange? Can you put a little bit of orange on there? No? Fucking up, son. Got to get some of that orange. So I want that orangish red right here in that one, in this part of the shadow. Right? I'm going to use that same orangish red to the outside rim. Probably more orange than red right there. I really wish I would have dropped this a little bit lower. So now I get a soft, Mr. Softy. I'm gonna switch brushes. I'm gonna try to keep a light brush and a darker brush. That shit don't last long normally. And I want to do some flesh tone. And A little bit of Naples yellow, I guess, to start with. I don't want to go too bright too fast. I might even darken it with just a little orange in there, just to see. But still, I feel like that's still kind of too bright. Mm. I guess. Because I can, once I fade this in, I'll probably try to do one more quick swoosh across these colors. But you don't, so this vein right here really kind of disappears a little bit, but it's more prominent right at this top point here. Is where its biggest highlight is at. And then kind of does a little swoopy thing to create that set of shadows. Kind of comes out. But that's more golden around there. And here it gets this a little more deeper than that. I feel like something like this, yeah. Mm-hmm. Ma'am, there's an elevator just right here, and it's specifically for pregnant women, so we can get you up to the delivery floor quicker. No, we're good. I'd rather take the stairs, ma'am. It's four flights. No, I live in a 4-story building, so I go up and downstairs all the time. My wet nurse told me I should always take the stairs, ma'am. But if you go into labor on the 3rd floor stairwell, you will create a fire hazard. I'm not going to go into labor in the stairwell. Okay, lady, whatever the fuck ever, bitch. The stairs are over there. What, did you show her where the elevators are at? Yeah, motherfucker, I showed her where the elevators are at. What kind of question is that? Did I show her where the elevators are at? You made her. I ain't make the bitch do shit. Don't even start with you made her walk upstairs. No. Nobody made her do shit. She says she enjoys walking upstairs. She does it all the time. She's been doing her entire pregnancy. The fuck, I'm supposed to say that this bitch. I'm not sure, man. Whoever, the Maya badge is whoever comments the most, or I don't know. Are you interacting with your top streamers? Do you recognize your mods throughout your stream? YouTube, I think I should be recognized for making the most comments if I'm in a YouTube stream. And I want everybody in the stream to know that I'm number one and I made the most comments. I'm important. Sometimes it is clearly obvious who just makes more comments, and sometimes different people comment more than other people. Who gives a fuck? I don't need to know who's in the lead. Well, Wendy, you know, Mizu has been more active in the chat than you are. I would hate for you to lose your mod status. Hint, hint. Like, what the fuck kind of data tracking, subliminal control? I've been noticing it for a while with the crowns. I don't know. I remember the first, I think Wendy or somebody asked, like, what the, I don't know. I'm only spitballing shit right now. Like, yeah, why would they do a ranking system for viewer comments or viewer interaction? Everything ain't a fucking contest. And shit like that seems weird as hell. Or is it just me? Does that not seem kind of like, I'm trying to think of the purpose or the reasoning? Once again, some kind of data tracking or analytics from your viewership. What demographic do you reach the most, or what demographic interacts with your stream the most? And if you have this information, then you can probably gauge and tailor your stream to achieve more viewership of this type, or alter it to achieve a different type of viewer base. And I can kind of see that, like, but for it to be live and active in the chat, and so that everybody knows, like, well, he made 2 more comments than the other person made, and it's like, what is that? What is the real purpose of it, though? Like, what are you really trying to do to us, and what do you really want us to get from this? Exactly. It's not exactly, like, once again, it's not a contest. Like, who cares? Who cares who's making the most comments? Like, what do we get at the end for knowing? Once again, if it's just behind the scenes for your dashboard to enter for demographics purposes, I can kind of get that. But for it to be live on the screen, like, who gives a fuck? Who cares? And what does the viewer get from knowing that. I've always since it's been doing that, I've always thought about that too. But like, why did they start doing that? Because this is something very new within the last year or so that you get a crown with a ranked score on it. You're number 2. You're number 3. Well, who's number 1? Somebody really trying to get at me this morning, but unfortunately, I got that goddamn time lapse going. And we not about to break our time lapse right now. For nobody. Sometimes you act like your art is more important than me. Well, at least you understand that now. And I didn't have to verbally explain that to you. Now, don't you feel better that we've had this conversation and you know your place? Sometimes you didn't take yours more important. Shut the fuck up. You always in the studio. Yes, man. I don't hear that shit. You think, can I trade it in for some YouTube? You know what? If I'm the top commenter in any stream, those credit points should add up towards my like what it is, how you can get pay for the membership so you don't have the commercials and everything. Like you should earn minutes towards that. Every stream that I'm a top commenter, I should get like an hour of YouTube Premium. Yep, I think that's how it should work. I should be able to spend that as YouTube currency for Premium. Or get some discounts, something. Like you say, man, give me something. You want everybody to know. And you telling me I'm the winner. I'm number 1. What the fuck I get for being number 1? Nothing. The satisfaction of knowing I'm number 1. That shit don't feel good to me. Now it don't feel good to me. I used to like to comment in my homeboy stream, but now you know what? You clocking me. Now you clocking all my comments. For no reason, now I don't even want to comment no more. Now this feels a little awkward now. You know what I'm saying? Now I think less people are going to comment. And then YouTube is like, see, that's the psychology. By making you argue about commenting, we get more comments about the comments in the comment section. Motherfuckers. God damn it. They're commenting about the comments of the comments in the comment section, and if the comment section should be commented upon while commenting on it, and if it should be ranked or not. It's an incentive to troll. You're not wrong about that either. Especially if there's some kind of reward for that shit. Man, look. If I get a reward for being the top commenter in your stream, Mizu, I'll come in there and I'm just fucking typing trap a million times. TRAP, 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 TRAP. I'm about to win something. TRAP, 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 TRAP. LOL, 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 LOL. I'm gonna spam the shit out of everybody's stream. Well, why are you doing that? Because they incentivize me to do so. I miss the old YouTube. I mean, you didn't have to do all kind of weird shit. You can just be talented. Just show people your talent. Be like, look what I can do. Yeah, after this stream, I guess I'm gonna go out there and shovel in front of the house real quick. Probably have to do that a couple times today. Mhm. I gotta get this. Damn it. Hello? Hey, what's up, man? In the studio, working on some art. Doing one of these feet paintings again. I've been working on this one for a while, but I started a new YouTube channel, and I want it to be like, I don't know, I wanted the YouTube channel I use now to be like an art channel, but I definitely like do way more stuff than art on here. So I just started a new channel that I will keep strictly art. And so for this channel, I'm just gonna do like pre edited in short videos instead of doing like 3 hour, 4 hour fucking streams. I'll just do like anywhere from 3 to 15 minute videos on the new channel. So while I'm working on this new painting, I've just been trying to get a lot of time lapse video and like other content that I can edit to put on the new channel. Yeah. Bro, is it getting bad down there too, or? Damn. All right, they say, damn, that's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I seen it. I went and shoveled once this morning as soon as I got up because it was already snowing, and I heard the snow trucks go up and down the street like a couple times so far. And as soon as I get finished in the studio, I'm gonna go shovel again, just so that it don't build up too much. And I gotta shovel all that shit at one time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. Some people still don't know they do game share like that, bro. I used to do that with the PlayStation 3. Me and my homie did the same thing. I'm like, yo, log in on my shit. You get all my games. I get all your games, yo. Okay. Yeah, like you say, with the snow out, ain't shit else to do. Sit around and play some games, watch some movies, on YouTube or something. Yeah, gotta make sure you're good and healthy. All right, yeah, that don't sound too bad. Shall we? I'm going on a trip next week. Me and my girl going to Puerto Rico for the week. Nah, I ain't never been to Puerto Rico, so this will be my first time. She's already been there a couple times. Yeah, we take a bunch of pictures and videos and stuff. Same thing you doing? Chilling. Like I said, I'm getting a little paint time in now early because I know once I get on that game, I'll probably be on the game for a couple hours. I don't want to feel bad about myself, so that's why I said go ahead in the studio now and get some of this done. I got all my chores done yesterday. I vacuumed and cleaned the bathrooms and did laundry. And so, yeah, like today, I don't got nothing to do at all. And we got a good reason not to do nothing because it's snowing, so we can't do nothing. so shit, you got a perfect reason to sit around and be lazy, eat snacks and junk food all day and play video games because there ain't nothing else we can do. So fuck it. That's it. Yeah. That's it. You gonna Okay, I ain't think about like no shows and nothing go on in the wintertime because it's so cold. Damn, I ain't even think about that. The seasonal job, yeah. But they don't describe it as a seasonal job, but it is kind of seasonal though. Mhm. All right, interesting. What version of Xbox you got? Oh, yeah. Man, you gotta get art rated, bro. Really? No, Xbox players. Oh, hold on. Oh, oh, the one. Okay, I thought you were saying the series. Okay, I forgot the difference between the one and the series. Okay. You're right. Even that, I mean, that shit was still a good console. And I keep seeing Xbox keep saying they're putting more and more stuff on the PlayStation. I don't know if they even gonna make a new console after this one. Okay, so if you gave us Forza and you gave us Gears of War, and now you're saying you're gonna give us Halo, then why would you make your own? Yeah, that's their main thing. Like if they give their main thing to PlayStation, like then why are you gonna make a console anyway? If that's your one of your main, well, you all three of them. So Forza is their main racing game. Halo, that's their main campaign shit for everything. And then like Gears of War was another game that really set Xbox aside from like saying, hey, we can make good games. And it's like if you give us all of those games, I mean, what's the point in you making another fucking console? You just might as well just no, hell no, hell no. Well, all right. Well, anyway, hit me up later if you bored or something, man. Like I'm just sitting here painting right now. What they gonna put on Crunchyroll, or is it gonna be on like? Send me the link for that, bro. I be trying to find some new anime, but I don't want to pay for Crunchyroll, and Netflix don't be having like everything on there. No. Oh yeah, I definitely gotta check that shit out. All right, I'll talk to you later on. Bye. There's my young boy. Just was talking about his ass a little while ago, and I ain't talked to him in like a couple days. Like I said he grown. Like he be too old. He be too old to talk to his pop sometimes, man. Motherfucker. Last time I called him, he was too busy. Okay, well, holla at me later on, then. And I've been waiting for him to holla at me. He finally called me back. So, damn it, made me end my goddamn camera. Damn, we had 3 hours already. What the flip? It's almost 11. All right. God dang it. I do want to do a little more time lapse because I'm at the very good detail part of this skin right here. We got to get, even if we don't use all of what I'm filming, at least want to have the option to or not. At least gonna have the option to use it if I want. So we're gonna do maybe another 30 minutes of painting, and then oh my god, I know what this is. All right, a little bit more time lapse, a little bit more. Dang it, son. You better be lucky it been you, little nigga. Because anybody else would have that phone call would have got ignored. The phone call would have got ignored. If it was anybody else, I'm trying to be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? 2026, we tell no lies. We tell no lies. Anybody else would have called me just now while I was in the middle of that time lapse? Look. I'm not answering that. You're not about to fuck up my goddamn flow. Even if it been my sister, I'm trying to tell you, I probably had to call her back. Why you ain't answer my call? Bitch, I was painting. What you want? Nigga, I was in the middle of doing something. Are you dying? Anybody we know dying? All right, then we good. What's good? What you want? Now this is the thing. 2 calls back to back from certain people, I would have had to stop. Now, if my sister called me and I didn't answer, and then she called me right back, I would have definitely picked up that second time. There are few people who can get that. So that means it's something. They really want to talk to me. There's something going on. But they call back to back. I gotta answer that one. No, me and my girl texting back and forth. Now, even if she would have called, that would have been, hey, sorry, babe. And I would have had to just text her, hey, I'm sorry I missed your call. But I was doing XYZ when you called, nigga. You ain't called back, so you ain't dying and you ain't dead. Or somebody we know ain't dying or dead. Because if it was, you would have called back the second time to make sure that the only reason I'm not answering is because either I'm dying or dead. You gotta give people that much respect, you know? Yeah. She just called, I didn't answer. And she calling right back. I better answer that second time. I better. You don't know what could be the issue now. You don't know what going on and whatever. You better answer that second one for sure, for sure. Drop everything you're doing. Why is this so important? I think I need a smaller blender. I think I need a smaller blender than that one, because that one kind of frayed a little bit. If I pull this bad boy in. Say, hey, you getting a lot of streams today, man. He said, man, look, I'm popular today. Hit me up in the chat. You gotta go entertain your fans, bro. Mm-hmm. Oh, I had to get some of this part right here. I'm like, in my footage. This is the dramatic. detailing part right here. Mhm. And that's why I really wanted to saturate that area. Let's say before I started painting, keep get it to blend really smooth like that. All right, we're coming up on 3.5 hours. It's not bad time this morning. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some decent hours this morning, and it was mostly painting. I mostly painted this morning and got most of it on some what is this called again? Time lapse. And got most of it on the time lapse, so that's pretty productive. Got most of it on the time lapse. Somehow I feel like this area is darker than I'm presenting it to be. If I'm not extending the highlights in the right area, I don't know. I don't know what it is. We'll buff this out and see how we feel about it. Might have to do some color correction somewhere. Yeah, but once again, me saturating this area prior to painting with that linseed oil is definitely allowing me to get this really smooth, soft blend in there. Okay, I'm almost done for this morning, people. I will be answering text messages shortly. I will be responding to messages shortly, people. Shortly. Somebody was texting me yesterday, and then they just wind up calling, and I answered too. But I was in the car. I was out running errands, and they was like, "What are you? Good morning." I'm like, "Hey, did you get my message?" I'm like, "No, I saw you message me, but getting my day started and doing shit. I didn't check any text messages or emails this morning yet. It's only like 9 o'clock in the morning. Like, I wanted to say, calm the fuck down, but I didn't say that. I wanted to, but I didn't say that. I basically said I got shit to do, and that's more important than responding to your text message first thing in the morning. But I didn't say that either because I'm a polite gentleman, you know, and I'm mindful about how I make people feel. Because I'm a shitty asshole, but I don't want everybody to know that all the time, you know. You don't. I don't have to be a shitty asshole all the time, but I have perfected it. I have it down packed to a fucking science, and I can be a super shitty asshole, especially when people do dumb shit or shit that annoys me. But then I try to take the high road, you know, because I'm getting older and more mature. And just because you can be an asshole, does it mean you have to be an asshole every time? No. Is it fun? Yes. Does it make you feel good? Yes. Does it make other people feel good? No. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't make other people feel good. And we must think about that. And we must be mindful because some people don't have thick skin or a good sense of humor. And so you just can't tell everybody, damn, nigga, I'm busy. I was going to hit you back when I had time. You ain't got to fucking call me early in the morning because I ain't answer your fucking text message. What do you want? What do you want? You can't just say that. You know, you can't just say it like that's exactly how you feel. That's exactly how you feel. But can you tell them that? No. Will it make you feel good just to say how you feel? Yes, of course it will. And if you like choosing colorful language, do you think it'd be funny? It probably would be. Would it make the other person feel good? No. No. So we don't do it. We don't do that. We don't make the other person not feel good. So as soon as I'm finished painting, I'm going to reply to text messages very nice and politely. Hi, good morning. How are you? Hope you're not dying in this winter blizzard that we're having. I hope this message finds you well. greetings and salutations. Oh, I hear somebody out there with the same idea that I have. Somebody out there shoveling right now. Like, bro, get some of that shit up and out the way immediately. Because later on the day and tomorrow, it's gonna be 27 inches of that bitch. I'm not trying to shovel all that shit out the way at one time. Mhm. All right, so I'm gonna go shovel snow. I'm gonna shovel snow. Then I'm gonna I'm gonna shower and wash my hair. I need to wash my hair. It's Sunday, the Lord's Day. And then okay, I'm a shovel. I'm gonna wash my hair. Then I'm gonna eat. By that time it'll be good and lunchtime. I'm gonna eat. And then I'm not even gonna lie, man. I might just do another fucking 6 hours on a game, bro. Do I do that? I might. I don't want to. I might have to, to satisfy my gaming craving addiction, man. I can't help that I'm addicted to video games. So do that, right? And then that's like I just told my son, that's my day. That's my whole day. I don't plan on doing fuck all again today. The simple fact that I will probably shovel a couple of times a day is enough. That's enough extra chores. Just handed to me by Mother Nature. Son, go outside and do stuff. Bitch, I ain't asked you for this snow. Ain't nobody asked you for this shit. Now I gotta go outside and do chores. Cause mother nature? Who is this bitch? I never met this bitch before, Mother Nature. But she always just giving me shit to do. The weatherman. Hope everybody got the memo. We're getting snow. Man, look, when do she be telling you that? How you be knowing before everybody else? Tell her to stop. Let me get her number, Mr. Weatherman. I'm calling old man Winter and Mother Nature. I'm cussing both of they bitch ass out. Old man Winter, Mother Nature, Father Time, all y'all can get it. It's cold and it's snowing too long. Stop. Cut that shit out. This is not motherfucking Russia, nigga. This is not Alaska. What is you doing? This is the wrong fucking latitude for this shit, bro. Y'all niggas drawing right now. And she'll have you coming and going in just a few minutes. Never turn a hoe into a housewife. Even though that booty, this song has been on my mind all morning. I can't even lie. I don't know why that shit stuck in my head though. Never turn a hoe into a housewife. Even though that booty big, in a housewife, sticky like a mouse. And she gonna play you out right. Even if it dripping wet, keep her outside. Never turn a hoe into a housewife. Even though that booty big, in a housewife, sneaky like a mouse. And she gonna play you out right. Even if you dripping wet, keep her outside. Good girl, gone bad, no dad, so sad. I can't even imagine the life that you had. Getting caught up in the streets, in a life so fast. And the birds take notice when she started growing ass. And the deuce and the drugs get the young ass hooked. Brains get cooked and the sense get took. On the strip, they link between the fiends and the crooks. But you can't save them all, so niggas just gotta fuck. Mm-hmm. So was I not using a different brush from that? Or I guess that is the same brush. All right. Mhm. Okay. I think that's a pretty decent stopping point right there. Um, where we at? Almost at 4 hours. 4 hours of studio time, probably about a solid 2.5 hours of like real brush to canvas paint time. We chatted for a little while, took a little break. One of my day ones, the Exile one, the Risen came up in here. I had to crack on him for about 15 minutes strong. But we did get a lot of skin tones covered in this piece today. And man, them skin folds and wrinkles are looking pretty believable. You know, I'm satisfied with the portion we got done here. I think it looks pretty good. When we come back, we'll start working in the lighter areas here and on the front side of the foot. Yeah, but for right now, I think that looks pretty damn good, honestly. I think that looks pretty damn good. Stop that second time lapse. All right. Our second video is done for today.
Oh no, we gotta go. She crazy. Them knives? Oh hell, we out. We can't stay in this. She just had a bad day. Everybody had bad days. You can't just throw people out because they had a bad day. Like, them is knives. Them knives. That TV is replaceable. You can get that same TV on Temu. 65-inch for $9.99. Just you work this out. You work this out. This is workoutable. This is workoutable.
No, it's not.
Oh no. We gotta go. She crazy.
All right, guys. My homeboys put that some dumbass shit in our group chat. I'm trying to send them this song real quick. Oh, my neck feels so stiff.
Trap House Entertainment.
pockets. I ain't selling drugs, getting loot, buying new shoes. But we never hope. Put backs on my ways, got the leather in the coupe. And the hood full of tattoos and the prostitutes. Nickname Dirty D, real nigga I am. Spicy like Titan, beautiful like Guyana. Bigger than molasses, oh my land. Causing traffic jams for all bystanders. Never turn a hoe to a housewife, even though that booty big. And they bounce right, sticky like a mouse. She gonna play you out right, even if she drippin' wet. Keep her outside, never turn a hoe to a housewife, even though that booty big. And they bounce right, sticky like a mouse. She gonna play you out right, even if she drippin' wet. Keep her outside. Young niggas, parking lot pimpin', chasing lot of lizards. Looking for the 128 pop bitches. Strippers think they get it. This is not Christmas. You get what you pay for, you ain't got the riches. 30 million high check, all the niggas try to take advantage of her habits, cause they know she is addicted. A few pump situation.
Get explicit. Oh. And she'll have you coming and going in just a few minutes. Okay. Let me go get some chores done, man. Go fucking move some of this goddamn snow. Oh my god. Move some snow. Anybody even paying me to do this shit? That's the part that I don't like. I ain't getting paid to do this shit. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I sure appreciate y'all sticking with me this morning in the studio, keeping me company while we work on the progress of some new pants. Add another piece to the foot series. I ain't sure what to call this one, but we'll figure it out. It's looking really good, and I'm still having a lot of fun painting these pieces, man. I'll get with y'all in the next one. Peace. We out of here.